Watching a comp as a route setter is always really stressing. I used to compete and always like to say that I was less stressed when I competed than when I watch after setting.
Hello, I'm here with Jacopo Larcher, who actually doesn't really need that much of an introduction. I mean, he's a BD athlete. He also is the 2010 Italian boulder champion. You established some of the hardest trad routes in the world, and he also free climbed multi-pitch climbs on El Cap. So good to have you here today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And well, I have to mention that you're here as a route setter during this event. How is that like, and what are you actually setting?
I'm part of the lead route setting team this year, and we just put back the qualis on the wall. I said put back because we preset this year, because there was the para comp in between. And so we had this week off basically, and we just put back the routes on the wall for tomorrow morning.
So you set them a week ago. I saw that in between you went to Seoul.
Yeah.
Right? How was that trip?
It was short, but it was good.
Are you trying anything?
Some projects, yeah. It was nice to grab some rock in between the setting, but it's nice to be back here, and I'm pretty excited to see how the athletes will do on the routes.
And I was actually wondering, does a lot of inspiration come from outdoor climbing while route setting, or by now it's such different sports that in your mind are separate?
I mean, the sport is changing, obviously, but also back in the days I've never really looked for inspiration outside for route setting. To me, it's like a separate world. I have some ideas which don't come from the rock.
Can you give us any spoilers for the semi-final round or the final round of the lead?
I can't. I mean, qualis are flash formats, so the athletes will be allowed to watch the videos we forerun the climbs. And I think we have 2 routes in a different style. One is more like power endurance, the other one is more bouldery. Same for the women. And the semis more sustained climbing, because the target is to get a good ranking. So you don't want the routes to have some big rests, or just want them to get harder and harder and get perfect ranking.
Yeah, because usually semis look way harder than the finals. And it's really the round that I guess you gotta take some climbers out. But there's always a discussion of how actually hard is the route. I'm not asking you to put a grade, but you're a pretty strong climber. Can you actually do all of the moves on the route? Or there are some that you set and you're like, maybe they'll do it, maybe it's impossible?
Normally, on a lead comp, we should be able to do all the moves, because it's not about the individual moves. It's more about basically the routes slowly build up, and it's power endurance. So you normally do the moves, do some big links, but you normally don't send the route, so you don't even try to.
You don't try it from the bottom?
You try from the bottom, but you don't try to. I mean, it would be too hard anyways, but you don't try to send it. You try to do big links to see if everything works well. It's nice to do some links because you want to feel how certain moves feel when you're a bit pumped. And if you just try the individual moves, maybe they don't feel too bad, but then when you link them together, they get way harder.
I just want to quickly talk a little bit about outdoor climbing, because last time I saw you was in Anot. How's that project going? I guess now it's a bit warm to go back and try it.
I don't know if I'll be back this fall, because I'm going to Yosemite for the season. So probably next year in the springtime, or in winter. I'm pretty psyched for it. Just this year I didn't have enough time. Just spent 4 or 5 days there, and training hard for it. I'll try to go back.
And Yosemite, any big objectives in mind?
We have I say we because I'm going with Babsi, with my partner. Yeah. And probably at the beginning we will try some single tread pitches. Magic line would be really nice. And then we will switch to some big wall climbing on El Cap. And we still have to decide what to try, but there are so many lines.
Yeah, no, I actually just been in May, and I'm still really intimidated to actually go up El Cap, because the whole logistics around it just sounds uber complicated. And then my boyfriend was really keen to go, but then I remember the picture that you posted of the nose being it stinks on the nose. I was like, that's my excuse. I don't want to smell, that stuff for days on end. And yes, I guess one of my last questions that I asked Babsi as well recently is, What's one of your most memorable climbing adventures or climbing moments that you had in your life?
Together, there are two good moments. I remember the Magic Mushroom in Yosemite on El Cap, and then Eternal Flame in Pakistan, because it was a more complete experience. It was just about the climbing. It's kind of an expedition, so there is so much more involved, and was a really, really cool adventure. And alone, maybe Tribe, like this Tribe climb that I did a couple of years ago, because it was a really long-term project for me, and was a first ascent, and was also a really interesting process.
I'm gonna let you go real soon. I just have some like this or that questions, so like rapid fire questions. Don't think about it too much. Ready?
Yeah.
Bouldering or sport climbing?
Sport climbing.
Grit or granite?
Granite.
Finger strength or core strength?
Finger strength.
Paragliding or climbing?
You almost got me.
And?
Next question.
Okay. Slabs or overhangs?
Overhangs.
Route setting or photography?
At the moment, route setting.
Who's your climbing hero?
Tommy Caldwell.
Best place to climb in the world?
Yosemite.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.